Dearest American citizens, during your short and unambiguous lives, you probably want to ask the question, how do British citizens vote for a party in the general election? Well, here's the answer. We really fucking don't care. But because I am such a fine and welcoming gentleman, I will explain the five parties, if you count in that Baldo who runs UKIP, and how they want to work the country in future Britain after 2017. First in the line we have the Labour Party. The party is run by Jeremy Corbyn, who, at the grand old age of 68, has begun to lose his way with the numbers. And pretty much all forms of logic whatsoever, if you're honestly asking me.
But let me just say this, while you eat up on my banana, that my children, to Massacre and Sebastian and Tristan, whatever their names are going to private school, because although I think people should be treated equally, my children do not apply in that category, because they are special. And as they walk around the streets of Hackney and Tottenham, they shall greet the peasants in Latin, and they shall speak in the shops in ancient Greek, and I shall become ruler of the Labour Party,
whose other interests include widening the gap between the rich and the poor.
Oh, that's right, Jeremy. Eat my banana. Eat it like it really matters. Oh yes, go on, Jeremy. Favour no part over one other. Eat me all up equally. And you know what I'm going to do after you've eaten my banana, Jeremy Corbyn?
Oh, be quiet, Diane, and let me eat in that banana.
But let me just say this, while you eat up on my banana, that my children, to Massacre and Sebastian and Tristan, whatever their names are going to private school, because although I think people should be treated equally, my children do not apply in that category, because they are special. And as they walk around the streets of Hackney and Tottenham, they shall greet the peasants in Latin, and they shall speak in the shops in ancient Greek, and I shall become ruler of the Labour Party. And let me also just say this about Jeremy. When he takes me to his back room in his bed for a thorough pounding, let me know the moans with the discounts that he puts in for the peasants, and the numbers that he works in for himself. Oh, Jeremy, I can feel your tongue against me already.
And then on the other side of the streamlining, we have the Conservatives, led by the evil Voldemort she-wizard of doom. That's right, I am Theresa May. When nobody is looking, I turn into a crow. Look at me now as I feast my eyes upon the peasants of the world and watch as they smell like bin liners, their families rotting in hell. And as I fly to the skies, I take with me samples of human children, repulsive things, and I bring them back to the nest to feed to the crow babies. That woman was right about me not having any human children.
Well, you know what? The bad things said about the Conservatives are not always completely true. My name is PC Fiver, and on my £30 a year wage, I monitor a local car park and put tickets in cars. My family grew up well, my mother a pap smear on the ironing board, my father a single heroin needle sticking out of an arm in a bush in a down alleyway where he went to slash up some meat.
But you know what the worst thing about me is? On how I blame GPs for being the leading cause for the financial crisis in the NHS.
Well, if the crow said it's true, then it's got to be true, hasn't it?
Well, you know what? The Crow is completely right on this one. My pub friends, Bill and John, completely agree with me. Most GPs are already Polish. They get paid 100 fucking grand a year and they steal all our benefits. Now I'm gonna go to a Britain's first match and knock down a mosque. And it was even worse when Theresa May decided to wear those stupid fucking leather trousers. That's right, I wore the trousers.
And then for the third party, we have a party known as the Liberal Democrats, led by a man who has no idea what he's doing with his finances. Oh, I don't know how much it'll cost each year for the no. The Met Police Group each year. Diane got her sums wrong. Correct. Yes, I don't know why I'm standing here. Why is my penis suddenly erect? Maybe the village idiots could help us out again. Will you, Jeremy Corbyn? Oh, Mr. Tim Farron, I don't know how much it'll cost a year to service the Met Police officers. Maybe 5 parsnips. And if you're really lucky, I'll throw in my sister's virginity as well. And finally, on our long list of political parties from the UK going for the general election, we have SNP, the Scottish National Party, run by the fair Nicola Sturgeon, who wants to become the head and the Prime Minister / boss of the Major Stilts Corporation. Ooh, I'm such a wee short woman, laddie. I need me fucking stilts. Me stilts. I can't stretch up any higher, laddie. You're gonna have to go without me. Save Scotland for what it is. Spunk.